네, 안녕하십니까. 저는 한국보건산업진흥원 제약바이오산업단 박형진 연구원입니다. 지금부터 한국보건산업진흥원 제약사와단과 중국지사가 주최하는 한중 제약바이오 온라인 세미나를 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 바쁘신 와중에도 이번 행사에 관심을 가져주시고 온라인으로 참여해 주신 여러분들께 감사의 말씀을 드립니다. 직접 얼굴을 뵙고 인사드릴 수는 없지만 유튜브를 통해 시청해주고 계신 여러분들께도 감사의 말씀을 드립니다. 이번 한중 제약바이오 온라인 세미나에서는 국내 제약바이오 기업과 중국 기업 간 관심 사업 분야를 공유하고 협업 가능성을 모색하는 자리로 마련이 되었습니다. 오전의 세미나와 오후의 1:1 파트너링을 통해 향후 실질적 협업 모색의 기회를 갖기를 기대합니다. 네, 그리고 본 세미나는 오프닝 후 4개의 기업의 발표가 15분씩 진행될 예정입니다. 효율적인 진행을 위해서 4개의 기업이 모두 발표가 끝난 뒤에 Q&A는 마지막에 한꺼번에 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 그리고 본 세미나의 진행 방식을 설명드리도록 하겠습니다. 본 세미나의 발표와 Q&A는 모두 영어로 진행될 예정입니다. 양해 부탁드립니다. 그 발표가 진행되는 와중에 궁금하신 내용이 있으실 경우 유튜브 실시간 댓글창에 채팅을 남겨주시면 저희가 마지막에 정리하여 답변을 드릴 수 있도록 하겠습니다. 질문을 하실 때에는 질문하시는 분의 성함, 업체명, 그리고 어느 분께 질문하시는지를 남겨주시면 저희가 해당되는 분께 질문을 Q&A를 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 만약에 질문이 너무 많을 경우에는 시간 내에 다루지 못할 경우 개별적으로 이메일로 답변을 드리도록 하겠습니다. 네, 이제 본격적으로 시작하기에 앞서 이 자리 마련을 위해서 중국 현지에서 큰 노력을 기울여 주신 저희 한국보건산업진흥원 백승수 중국지사장님의 한 말씀을 먼저 청해 듣도록 하겠습니다.
大家好, 안녕하십니까? 한국보건산업진흥원 중국지사장 백승수입니다. 먼저 한중 제약바이오 온라인 세미나 앤 파트너링이라는 뜻깊은 행사에 여러분과 함께 하게 되어 매우 기쁘게 생각합니다. 근본 행사의 목적은 한중 양국 제약바이오 기업 간 온라인 기술 교류 및 사업화 논의의 장을 마련하여 상호 협력 및 시장 진출 기회를 모색하는 것에 있습니다. 따라서 근본 행사는 한중 모두에게 큰 의미가 있습니다. 이런 뜻깊은 자리를 위해 많은 노력을 해주신 한국보건산업진흥원 제약바이오산업단 및 진안시, 연태시 정부 관계자께 깊은 감사의 말씀을 전합니다. 근본 행사에는 한중 제약 바이오 기업 대표 기업들이 참여하고 있습니다. 중국 제약 바이오 기업 4개사, 한국 제약 바이오 기업 30개사, 총 34개가 참여하고 있습니다. 근본 행사가 각자의 분야에서 전문성을 가지고 혁신을 추구하는 한중 기업 모두에게 상호 발전해 나가는 좋은 플랫폼의 역할이 되리라 믿습니다. 전 세계적으로 고령화 속도가 빨라지고 있습니다. 특히 제약 바이오 분야는 고령화 시대에 수요가 많은 중요한 분야입니다. 중국 제약 산업 시장 규모는 전 세계 2위 규모입니다. 한중 간에는 상호 보완성이 많다고 생각합니다. 한중 양측이 가진 강점을 바탕으로 활발한 교류 협력을 한다면 근본 협력을 통해 한중 제약바이오 협력의 대표적인 성공 사례가 나올 것으로 믿습니다. 한국보건산업진흥원도 지원을 아끼지 않도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다. 쎄쎄.
네, 지사장님 말씀 감사합니다. 자, 그러면 이제 발표를 시작하도록 할 텐데요. 참여해 주신 중국 발표자 분들을 소개해 드리도록 하겠습니다. 우선 첫 번째 발표자로 중국 치루 파마스티컬의 량리 박사님, 두 번째로 HQ 파마의 캐서린 왕님, 그리고 세 번째 발표로 맵플렉스
Sorry, I think it's
Sorry? 네, 세 번째로 맵플렉스 인터내셔널의 차오룽님, 마지막으로 산둥 보안 바이오테크의 샘 추아님의 발표 순서로 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 자, 그다음 첫 번째 발표를 진행하도록 할 텐데요. 우선 치루제약의 엑스터널 R&D의 책임자이신 량리님의 발표를 청해 듣도록 할 텐데요. 치루제약의 경우에는 한국의 혁신적인 파이프라인 도입에 관심이 매우 많은 걸로 알고 있습니다. 자, 그러면 이제 발표를 한번 청해 듣도록 하겠습니다. Dr. Liang Li.
Our company. I'm so sorry. I think sorry. It's my great honor to speak here to introduce SQ Farm to everyone.
Sorry.
I'm Cassie Wang, our CBD manager of SQ Farm. SQ Farm is an end-to-end pharmaceutical R&D partner for global clients.
Sorry, Catherine.
We
Can you hear
primarily
me?
engage in pharmaceutical research and development. We have several fully owned subsidiaries. Can you hear me?
Catherine, can you
I'm
hear
sorry.
me?
Can you hear me?
Catherine?
Okay, I will
Catherine?
go on. I think you can hear me. I will go on.
네,
We have several owned subsidiaries, each equipped with skilled, experienced laboratory and offices, including pilot workshops, complex formulation laboratories, and high-potent drug laboratories. SQ also has clinical operation registration and marketing teams scattered around the world, dedicating to providing compliant and efficient R&D application service for improved new drugs, pediatric drugs, and complex formulation to domestic and international enterprise. Our mission to empower human health by pharmaceutical technology. Become the global our vision is to become the global DDS R&D leader. Our value is integrity, diligence, customer-oriented, consistent innovation. This photo is our CEO and our founder, Mr. Stephen He. He has work experience in GSK and Johnson & Johnson. At the same time, he is the professor of Shandong University, Ocean University of China, and Yantai University. This is the overview of SQ Farm. SQ Farm was established in the year 2016 as a starting up in Shandong province. From 2016 to 2019, our CMC laboratory and the clinical service center were established in Shandong province, and our quality system successfully passed the auditor from multinational corporations such as Johnson & Johnson and Francis Kirby. Additionally, our quality system and R&D system also passed the NF audit of China. The year 2020 marked a rapid growth for SQ, a rapid growth period for SQ Farm. Our 8,200 laboratory was completed, and we removed our headquarters to Shanghai. Our headquarters serves as a complex R&D platform. We were recognized by the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology of China as one of the top 10 CRO companies in the country. Additionally, we participated in the National Key Special Project during 14th five-year plan. We secured a multi-round of funding, approached 43 million USD dollar include the investment from Morningside Venture and the capital from Hong Kong. Starting in 2024, we have achieved IPO coaching and established ourselves as cutting-edge DDS innovation company. Our business also evolved into a CRDMO enterprise, encompassing the entire process from API to formulation. This page about the layout of HQ Farm. The first photo is our headquarters in Jiading, Shanghai. The second is API R&D platform located in Jinqiao, Shanghai. Its QCMC R&D subsidiary include the one located in Zhangjiang, Shanghai, and another situated in Zhibo, Shandong. The clinical service center and the biological sample testing platform are both located in Jiading City, Shandong Province. HQ operates 2 CDMO factories, one located in Shandong and another located in Shanghai. From this page, you can see part of our honors and we can overview of our experience projects. So far, we have more than 300 more successful project experience. 30 varieties, 80 specifications have been submitted. Among these, 40 varieties have received approval, 70 extended release formulation, and 1 complex topical preparation. The ongoing research project include 12 US dual declaration. 8 of them are challenge patent. The ongoing research projects including 40 class 2 improved new drug and 133 pediatric medicines. Our compliance management encompasses our quality compliance management encompasses the entire process from the project screen and assessment to application and registration. Well, we are adhering to both Chinese and international drug application standard, ensuring that our clients can produce safe, efficient, and high-quality products. This is the certification of our companies. As you see, we successfully passed the FDA auditor in October 2023. The next section is about our business introduction. Here is the API technology platform. Its Q-Farm is capable of conducting a wide range of complex chemical reactions, especially in the field of small molecule synthesis. We serve our API service scope include as innovative process development, KG level laboratory validation, research on the quality of whole process form, starting from material to intermediates to finished products. Also, we development and also we serve the development and validation of analytical methods, analysis method transfer, research on the process impurity. We also can do some special synthesis process technology, such like some high-risk reactions. This is the API list of our experience. This piece about the SQ technology platform for the formulations. rich experience and high professional pharmaceutical and business expertise, HQ Farm, co-executive and co-technology team average 10 years more experience. We focus on DDS development. In the field of new pharmaceutical formulations, we have in situ gel, nanocrystal technology, peptide technology, and so on. Each of this platform has its dedicated R&D team. This is the list of our experience projects. If you are interested in any of these projects, you can connect with me after the meeting. This page serves as our clinical service introduction. Our clinical service team has more than 20 years experience in phase 1 to 4 innovative drug studies and PD studies of generic drugs. We have achieved a 100% passing rate for formal BE study. The seventh part is our business model for the clinical service. As this page show you, we have 2 factories for the CDMO. Our advantage about this part is first we have abundant CDMO resources, and we can offer a high attractive price. Besides that, we have exporting experience to many countries around the world. At the end of my introduction, I really hope you remember HQ Farm as a wonderful API and complex dosage CRDMO enterprise in China. Here also have our contact information. If you are interested in us, please contact us. Thank you.
네, Catherine, thank you for the presentation. 네, 먼저 양해 말씀을 좀 드리겠습니다. 원래 캐서린님이 2번째 발표 순서인데 긴장을 하셔서 그런지 갑자기 첫 번째 발표 순서에 발표를 시작하셔가지고 임시로 순서를 바꿔서 진행했습니다. 방금 발표한 기업은 중국의 HQ 파마로 이 기업은 이제 제형 개발과 그리고 전 CRO 기업으로 알고 있는데 CDMO 비즈니스도 하고 있는 것으로 알고 있어서 중국의 이제 임상이나 현지 생산이나 이런 데 협업을 고려하고 계시다면은 좋은 파트너로 고려해 보실 수 있을 것 같습니다. 네, 그래서 발표 잘 들었고요. 그다음에 원래 이제 발표할 예정이었던 첫 번째 치료제약의 량리 박사님의 발표를 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 네, Dr. Liang Li, please start your presentation. 네, 잠시 준비를 좀 하고 있습니다. 잠시만 기다려 주세요. Dr. Liang Li, please turn on your full screen mode. Okay, now I can see you. Sorry, we cannot hear you. Please check your microphone.
What's the problem? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but sound is so small. Can you do it louder?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's better.
Okay. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. Thanks for inviting us to briefly introduce ourselves. We're happy to build the connections with you, and hopefully we can reach a collaboration. So I will just take 10 to 30 minutes to introduce the highlights and the capabilities of our company. So we're based in Jinan. So last year we have a $5.2 billion US dollars revenue, which including 920 million US dollars ex-China revenue. And we have been among the top 5 Chinese local farmer for many, many years. So for us, we have a strong commercialization capability, and we have 300 plus products marketed, which including 62 products in the leading domestic market position. And we have one of the largest sales force in China, which is around 12,000 staff. And we also have international first steps. So we have products available in 90 plus countries and regions globally. And we also strong with the manufacturing capability. We have 11 manufacturing sites in total, and we have the largest biologics production capability in China with a total of 102,000 liters bioreactors in operation, and we are building 6 20,000 liters mammalian cell express bioreactor, and we also have 1,000 plus highly experienced manufacturing team. Next, we have 6 R&D centers, which is located in US and China, so dedicating in both innovative and generic pipeline development. So last year we have 9 innovative drug R&Ds filed, and we have 20 plus innovative programs in clinical stage. So last year we have a ORC inhibitor marketed, and we have also recognized by the worldwide authorities, which is including FDA, EMA, TGA, PMD, and etc. So we have a high standard quality system. And also this one tells us we also have an intelligent manufacturing capability. So we have a state-of-the-art facilities, and which are intelligent control and have big data. So assembling digital and informatic manufacturing facilities in our manufacturing department. So we manufacturing covers both chemical drugs and biologics. For chemical drugs, we have the most completed dosage forms coverage. So we have the leading manufacturing scale in global. And for biologics, which I have introduced in the last slides. So for the R&D, we have $680 million expenditure in last year. So in the right, you can see that we invest more and more in the R&D. So since 2022, so we have invested more than 10% of our revenue into R&D. And this slides show our global footprints. So we have many products exported to US, Europe, Japan, and other areas. And also we have the API business. So we have the number one. We have 11 first market share in global markets. So annually we have 1.5 billion patients use our drugs. So this shows our innovation R&D capability. So we have 80 plus innovative pipelines right now, and 64 plus PCT in global application. And we have 80 plus clinical trials ongoing. And every year we have 40,000 numbers of patients enrolled. And we have many novel delivery system of drugs. And at the bottom, that shows the R&D centers globally. So we have 3 in China, Jinan, Shanghai, and also 1 in Hainan, which is you cannot see, and we have 3 in US, so Seattle, San Francisco, and Chile, and Boston. So this one is a summary of our R&D system and innovation focus. So we have a strong in-house R&D capability, but at the same time, we are happy to have an external collaboration, which including business development and also the early stage asset. And in the middle, so this shows our generics capability. So we have 300 plus generic drugs, and we have 20 plus biosimilars, and also we have 80 plus innovative pipelines. So at the right, so these are the main interests of us for the therapeutic areas. So we are interested in oncology, immune-oncology, cardiovascular disease, and also other major unmet medical needs in China, especially in China. And also for the modalities covering, so we have the capability in small molecule. We also including the protect, the molecule glue, and the other novel technologies, and also antibody and multi-specific antibodies, ADCs, mRNA and SRA, and cell and gene therapy. And we are also build a external collaboration with universities and also research institutes with much novel technology platform. So this is the innovation awards and our global partners. So we are among the top 5 local pharmaceutical companies in China for many years. We have the best industry enterprise in China from some pharmaceutical R&D pipelines. We are the top 3 corporation award R&D capability of Chinese pharmaceuticals. And at the bottom, that shows we have built collaborations with global partners, including the multinational companies and also the top universities, research and research institutes, and also the biotechs. And we have much more collaborations with the universities, which is I didn't list here. So in summary, so we're happy. We are happy to build a business development with our partners in many ways, which is including the in-license for the later stage asset. And also because of our strong R&D capabilities, we are happy to out-license our products. And for the early stage asset, we are happy to co-develop the novel assets to accelerate the timeline, so which hopefully can benefit both parties from collaboration and risk sharing. And we also can build strategic relationships with our partners. This is end of my today's introduction. Hopefully, we can have much more discussions after this meeting. Thank you.
Dr. Liang Li, thank you for the presentation. 네, 방금 치료제약의 이제 량리 박사님께서 발표를 해주셨고요. 조금 더 치료제약에 대해서 말씀을 드리면은 치료제약은 중국 내에서 탑 10에 드는 굉장히 큰 제약사이고 산둥제약에 굉장히 큰 R&D 센터와 이제 생산 퍼실리티를 갖추고 있는데 저도 작년에 한번 기회가 있어서 방문을 해봤더니 굉장히 좋은 시설과 많은 연구 인력 그리고 많은 캐파빌리티를 가지고 있더라고요. 그래서 중국 내에서 현지 이제 개발이나 판매까지 고려하고 계신다 그러면은 굉장히 좋은 파트너가 되지 않을까 생각을 합니다. 네. 그다음에 자, now we are moving on to the third presentation. 자, 세 번째 기업은 이제 맵플릭스라는 이제 기업인데요. ADC 전문 기업으로 알고 있고 그 바이오 의약품, 특히 이제 바이오시밀러 기술을 갖춘 기업으로 알고 있습니다. 그리고 cGMP 생산 시설을 갖추고 있어서 CDMO 사업도 하고 있기 때문에 중국 현지 생산에서 이제 중국 현지 판매까지 고려하고 계신다면은 적절한 고려 대상이 아닐까 싶습니다. 그러면은 넷플릭스의 해외 BD 담당이신 차오롱 님의 발표를 부탁드리도록 하겠습니다. Mr. Chaolong, please start your presentation. Oh, sorry, we cannot hear you. Please check your microphone.
So can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you. Now you can start.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for this great opportunity for to give Maplex this chance to present our company to all of you. And I'm Chaolong, the BD manager in Maplex, and sitting next to me is our manufacturing department VP, Dr. Sun. And let me just give you a very brief introduction of Maplex. Maplex is a one-stop antibody and ADC CDMO services provider in China. And Maplex was founded in 2013. Our headquarters is based in Yantai, Shandong province. And we had a 70-acre campus. And we can provide one-stop service from gene sequence synthesis to the finished drug products manufacturing. And our CGMP manufacturing can support drug substance and drug products supply from phase 1 through commercialization. Till now, we have accomplished or executed over 160 projects, including one antibody project, which was planned to submit for Chinese BLA next year, Q3, and one ADC project plans to submit for a Chinese BLA next year, Q1. And we have 14 campaigns, manufacturing campaigns that support phase 3 or pivotal trials for different clients. And we have this pharmaceutical manufacturing license, A+C. And just this slide shows our antibody and protein projects experience, only part of our experience. So we have till now we have achieved 30 IND trial permissions, including 10 late phase clinical trials ongoing. And as you can see, we have done a lot of monoclonal antibody, bispecific antibody, tree-specific antibody, fusion protein, recombinant proteins development and manufacturing. And for ADC part, we have achieved 20 IND trials permissions, including 4 late phase clinical trials. And as you can see, we have 2 different colors for the columns, which meaning the yellow one meaning Maplex performed the ADC development and manufacturing part, and the blue column stands for the Maplex in charge for the antibody linker payload, antibody and ADC development and manufacturing. And as you can see, we provide services for UK clients, Korea clients, and also India clients as well. And this is a very typical timeline from sequence synthesis to the IND filing achieved. So actually, it's a very balanced between speed and risk. So we can have a very aggressive timeline for different projects based on our clients' needs. And for cell line development, Maplex will do the transfection. Then we got the candidates of stable pool at 1.5 months. And after evaluation, we will get our target molecule determined. And then another additional 2 months to get top 1 and or RCB determined. And in Maplex, we normally do the cell bank stability for the 65th PDL in the cell line development phase. And we have accomplished 45 projects for the cell line development, including 5 biosimilars cell line development. And we can get an overall average productivity at 3 grams per liter. And nowadays, actually, we can raise up this number to 5 grams per liter. And then we got the ATCC CHOKI-1 commercialization authorization. Yeah. And for the upstream process development, starting from the basal medium screening, and then the seeding density feed strategy optimization, then we will do several 2-liter cell culture in bioreactor. Then confirm the upstream process in a scale up 50-liter or a 200-liter bioreactor cell culture. And then for the downstream process, these steps are very typical purification process, but based on the different types of projects, we can develop a unique purification steps. And overall, we can get over 70% recovery rate for the monoclonal antibody projects. And for the bispecific and or fusion proteins, we can get at least over 50% of the recovery rate. And for the ADC process development, Maplex can develop the ADC in different conjugation weight methods, like lysine conjugation, cell conjugation, or even site-specific conjugation. Until now, we have accomplished 41 plus or 45 ADC conjugation development process successfully, and 35 of them are cysteine-based. 6 of them are site-specific conjugation method. And for the formulation development, we can develop a liquid, both liquid and lyl form. And for the antibody, we can develop the concentration from a very low 0.3 milligram per ml to a very high concentration like 150 milligram per ml. And for the ADCs, most of the ADCs nowadays are from 10 to 20 milligram per ml concentration. And in Maplex, we have this independent analytical development team and quality control teams. And we are capable to perform 95% of the required testing in-house, including the biochemical, microbiology, and extra. And this is the very typical release testing and the characterization testing for the antibody products. And except this abnormal toxicity testing that we have to outsource to a third party, the rest of them we can perform in-house. And this test is only required by the Chinese authority, and not for the regions outside of China. And for the ADCs as well. So most of the release testing and characterization we can perform in-house. And our manufacturing capability is we have three buildings for the manufacturing, and we call it M1, equipped with 3 upstream cell culture suites up to 1,000 liter bioreactor scale, and we have 2 downstream purification suites supporting the upstream cell culture. And in M2 building, we have 6 upstream cell culture suites supporting 50 liter to 2,000 liter cell cultures. And we have a total in 12 2,000 liter single-use bioreactor branding with 3 major brands. And we have 3 downstream purification suites supporting the upstream, including harvests by depth filtration and centrifugation. And we have this M4, which is newly put into production. In this building, we have the 3 upstream cell culture suites and 1 downstream purification line. And all of our bioreactors are single-use from Sartorius, Thermo Fisher, and Sativa. And for the manufacture of our ADC drug substance, which are performed in our M1 building, we have 2 ADC drug substance production suites, which we can perform up to 150-liter conjugation reaction. And in this M4 building, we have built 2 ADC drug substance production suites as well, which we estimated to scale up to perform 500-liter scale conjugation reaction. And our manufacturing of drug product for the antibody project, we have 1 line housed in the M2 building in liquid form, which can perform, we can fill 2 to 20 mils vials. And in this M2 building, we can perform the lyophilization of antibody drugs. We have this total lyophilization area of 5 square meter and 20 square meter. And for drug product production for ADCs, we have 1 line in a separate building to perform the lyophilization of ADC drugs from 2 milliliter to 50 milliliter of vials. And 1 newly equipped line, we have equipped the lyophilizer of 2 20 square meters and 1 40 square meters. And we have a pre-filled syringe filling line for the antibody projects as well. And we can support cell bankings, testing and release in Maplex M2 building. And all the cell banks are split between 2 locations to reduce the risk. Okay, this slide as I showed. Okay. And in Maplex, we can perform the linker payload synthesis as well. And for the very typical linker payload VCMMAE, we can scale up the production to 200 gram per batch, which can support up to 60,000 vials of ADC drug products manufacturing. And we've already completed DMF registration in US. And this slide shows our M4 capability. Until now, Maplex has accomplished over 200 batches of antibody projects, drug substance manufacturing, including 33 batches of 2,000-liter cell culture for 13 different compounds. And for the ADCs, we have 130 batches DS manufacturing experience, scale from 10 to 150 liter, and 100% of success rate. And for the antibody drug product and ADC drug product, you can see we have over 150 batches of production experience. All of them are successful. And for linker payload synthesis, we have accomplished 72 batches scale from 10 to 400 gram scale. And in Maplex, we consider quality is a very important issue. I think it's the most important issue. So our document management of quality system guided are in four tiers. The first tier is our quality manual. The second is our quality strategic guidelines, and followed by our SOPs, and the SOPs govern all the forms, logbooks, records, and reports. And we have over 3,000 control documents, and all of them are overseen by our QA team. And in all of them are in Mandarin and English. And since 2015, we have hosted over 220 inspections and audits with very good results. And most of them are performed by our clients. And as you can see, we have 3 times of European QP audits and several times of USA third-party or formal FDA officers, and the rest are from Chinese local authorities. And in Maplex, a project management objective is divided into 4 sections, from scope management, risk management, timeline, and cost management, to build a very high efficient and a good communication with our clients. And normally we will have once the project will start, we will have a kickoff meeting to introduce both teams and define the responsibilities. And then we will have a routine bi-weekly or weekly meetings, and we can host emergency meetings as needed. And we have a dedicated regulatory team to prepare the IND filing package or NDA package. And all the regulatory consultation and external services are including package preparation, submission, and maintenance. And 20 more IND filing packages has prepared by our team and successfully submitted. And in Maplex, IP protection is a very important issue, and we have this IP protection including the minimal information leakage, closed email system, blocked external storage, our dual ID security for the liquid nitrogen freezer, and LIMS system for the QC samples management, and the eDoc system for the GMP documents management. And the EH, since we are dealing with very toxic payloads, our EHS system has already passed the ISO 1401 and OSAS certification. We try to minimize to low the OEL to keep a very low OEL for cytotoxic drugs. And thank you. This is Maplex. So if you are interested in Maplex, we can have a more detailed discussion in this afternoon. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the presentation, Mr. Chaolong. 네, 발표에서 들으셔서 알겠지만 아마 아시는 분들은 아실 거예요. 그 방금 발표한 기업은 그 산동성 옌타이라는 곳에 위치한 기업이고요. 옌타이는 아시다시피 우리나라 인천과 가장 가까운 산동 반도에 위치하고 있어서 아마 협업할 경우 로지스틱스 부분에서 굉장히 큰 이점을 얻으실 수 있을 것 같습니다. 네, 다시 한번 발표 잘 들었고요. 이제 4번째 발표로 넘어가 보도록 하겠습니다. Now we are moving on to the last presentation. Mr. Sam Chua, please start your presentation.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Can you see my slides well? Earlier, I think there were some technical difficulties. It's okay? It's full screen?
Check.
It's okay, yeah? All right.
Okay, please go
you.
ahead.
Yeah, so thank you so much for this opportunity to present Puan Biotech. I'm Sam, representing Puan Biotech to share with you some information on the company. This is the overview of our location for Puan Biotech. I'm based here in Singapore. I'm responsible for business development. We have offices in China. commercial office in Shanghai, but majority of our activities are in Yantai, Shandong. That's about an hour away from Korea. We also have a R&D center in Boston, USA. Our vision for the company is to become a leading global biopharmaceutical company. You may ask, why is it that we are Boan Biotech, but our logo actually reflects this funny letters Luye, Luye. So Boan Biotech is actually a subsidiary company of Luye Pharma. Both companies are currently listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. So we are founded in 2013. Luye Pharma goes way back to 1994. So we are in the market for about 30 years. Boan is 11 years. Boan is a fully integrated biopharmaceutical company focusing on key therapeutic areas, oncology, autoimmune, ophthalmic, metabolic diseases. Currently, we have 3 launched products in China, 2 products at the BLA stage, along with several promising candidates, both in the biosimilars as well as the novel antibody categories. Okay, so we are also expanding into key overseas key markets such as Europe and the US, but also markets such as Korea as well. So we are keen to look for partners in Korea to partner with us either as licensing partners, distribution partners, or commercial partners. That's my main role, essentially, to look for downstream partners to enter into markets. So for our novel antibodies, we mainly discover new antibodies on our 3 technology platforms: human antibody transgenic mice and phage display, bispecific T-cell engager technology platform, as well as the ADC technology platform, all of which are independently developed, and this allows us to build a very rich and differentiated. This was launched about 3 years ago. It's currently doing very well with 6 indications, and all of which are included in the national reimbursement list, with sales of over 500 million RMB. For denosumab injection, a biosimilar to Prolia for the treatment of osteoporosis, was approved in China a couple of years back. So we are actually the first domestic developed denosumab injection and first to be approved globally as a biosimilar to Prolia. So you may ask, why was it launched in China? Because the patent in China has already expired. I believe the patent in Korea is expiring next year, and we'll be keen to talk to partners who might want to bring it into the Korean market. So another biosimilar to Exkivia, also a denosumab injectable. This is a treatment of solid tumor, bone metastasis, as well as giant cell tumor of bone. This was actually approved only this year, May 2024. It's approved and launched currently in China. So just to share some overseas activities with you. So for the bevacizumab injection, currently we have filed a BLA in Brazil. We've also had an inspection by the Brazilian authorities of the facility. It's passed. We're currently awaiting the approval from authorities, which we expect in the coming months. For the Prolia biosimilar, we're currently doing clinical development. We are closing our phase 3 development in Europe as well as US. We will be filing once the clinical development program is complete. So same as for the Exkivia biosimilar. So both for Prolia and Exkivia, we plan to file roughly around the same time, because it is the same biosimilar, just that for different indications. So moving on to the other biosimilars that are at the end or late stage. For Trulicity biosimilar, that's a dulaglutide injection. We have had some interest from the Korean market on this particular biosimilar. It's for the treatment of type 2 diabetes. We have completed phase 3 and we have filed a BLA in this year, May, and we expect to be approved next year when the patent runs out in China. I believe the patent runs out in Korea in 2030. So it gives us a bit of time to discuss if you're keen on this particular biosimilar product. So for aflibercept, Eylea biosimilar, we've also filed a BLA in July of this year. We have already completed phase 3. All the program has been completed, and approval will be expected sometime next year as well. So based on our experience, a BLA usually takes about 12 months in China, 12 to 15 months in China. So the last but not least, Opdivo biosimilar nivolumab. We are actually wrapping up our phase 3 clinical trial in China. So this is a very big product around the world. We have had a lot of interest in this particular product as well. So if you're keen, do let me know. This is a chart basically giving you an overall view of our programs. As you can see, a lot of our new antibodies are targeting the oncology area. Majority of them are still at a very early stage, yet to reach a proof of concept. So they are actually at the phase 1 clinical development stage in China. So we are leveraging on our biosimilar portfolio for short to mid-term objectives. So as you can see, the ones that have a bright red star at the end are launch products, as I've mentioned. We've also given the rights to some of partners in China. We've previously partnered with AstraZeneca for our Avastin biosimilar. The partnership is over, but we've also currently partnered this company, CP Qingdao, in China for the marketing rights. So for Trulicity, for Eylea, both BLA has been accepted by the Chinese authorities, and we expect them to be providing with us with some revenue stream sometime next year. Okay. So in the long run, our plan is to actually move into the novel antibody area, which is why we have 3 very strong platforms to discover new antibodies. But our strategy right now is to grow our biosimilars so that we can generate cash flow as well as provide a revenue stream for the company. Just to go into the products a little bit, here's the bevacizumab biosimilar. As I've mentioned, we have sold over 500 million RMB each year. We were the 3rd NMPA approved Avastin in China. So it took us less than 5 years from IND approval to commercialization. BLA was submitted in Brazil, so that would most likely be our first overseas approval for the product in the coming months. Yeah. So all 6 indications have been included in the national medical insurance. So it is generating very good revenue stream for us. Next up, we have 2 other products that are already launched. For Prolia biosimilar, it was approved in November 2022 for the treatment of osteoporosis. In fact, we filed this product later than some of our competitors, but we were able to leapfrog jump ahead of them due to our strong regulatory team. So we became the first approved Prolia biosimilar in China. So for Exkivia biosimilar, it is also approved and launched in May of this year. So we are currently supplying the product to over 50 cities, and we have granted exclusive commercial rights to CP Qingdao in China. Okay, just jump ahead to the next one. Okay, this is an overview of our overseas clinical development. So in 2022, the IND for Prolia biosimilar was approved in the US and Europe, and we began our phase 1 clinical studies and completed in Europe in the same year. We started our phase 3 in May 2023. We have currently completed patient enrollment, and we are looking to wrap up the clinical program sometime in next year and filing the BLA shortly after. Okay, this is a demonstration of our phase 1 clinical trial results. Hey, so for our next blockbuster biosimilar product, dulaglutide, for the treatment of diabetes. Currently, we have completed as well as filed a BLA in China. We are looking at beginning our clinical program. We have received the IND from US FDA in August of this year. So we are looking to begin our overseas clinical development. I believe this is a big product, not just for the region, but globally as well. So for aflibercept, this was BLA was accepted this year. We expected a launch in the second half of next year. So for this particular product, it's not particularly our main strength in terms of commercial as well as network coverage. So we have found a very good partner in the ophthalmology area in Ocumension. So we have a very, very capable partner in the China market. So next in our portfolio is nivolumab injection. We are the first Opdivo biosimilar to undergo phase 3 clinical trials in China. So this started in October 2023 last year. So another huge product for us, and we look forward to receiving any inquiries to partner in Korea. So the next few slides will be touching on our novel antibodies. I won't go into the specifics. Majority of them are for the treatment of oncology indications. So if there's any interest, I believe the slides will be available to you at the end of the presentation. So feel free to contact with me. Majority of them, again, like I said, is targeting cancer. So we have first the non-IL-2 blocking anti-CD25 monoclonal antibody. Next up, we have a anti-CEA CD3 bispecific antibody for the treatment of MCC. Also, we have a anti-Claudin 18.2 ADC. That's for the treatment of advanced solid tumor expressed by Claudin 18.2. Next up, we have a CD228 ADC program for the treatment again of advanced solid tumors with CD228 expression. Last but not least, I think we have a long-acting IL-4R alpha monoclonal antibody. So we have this is one of our program that has gone a little bit more advanced. We have entered phase 2 clinical trials in China early part of this year. So leveraging on our technology platform, like I mentioned, we are able to discover new antibodies from a wide range of the antibodies that are available to us, the candidates, develop a cell line, do an upstream and downstream process development, conduct a analytical development, do a tech transfer, and go into pilot and commercial scale production. Okay, so we have a full-fledged proprietary R&D technology platform. We also look forward to collaborating, not just in commercial, but also in antibody development, if you have such an interest. We have R&D teams located in China as well as the US, 300 over R&D employees. We have multiple granted patents, as well as 15 published papers in international journals. So overview of our current as well as future production capacity. Our pilot production currently, we have 4 500-liter reactors, single-use bioreactors. Commercial production, currently we have 2 500-liter as well as 4 2,000-liter bioreactors in 3 separate buildings. We are expected to add 3 more 2,000-liter bioreactors by the end of this year, as well as a future expansion at the end of next year as well. So all our facilities have passed the Chinese GMP inspection. We have also passed an on-site inspection with 0 defects with the Brazilian authorities. So Brazil is part of the PICS member, as I believe Korean FDA as well. Because of our clinical development in Europe, we have also passed the EU QP audit for our denosumab as well as our dulaglutide programs. So we will be asking for a GMA inspection once we file our BLA with the relevant authorities. This is an overview of our commercial capabilities. We have both internal sales personnel as well as partners with a very rich industrial experience. As I mentioned, we partnered with AstraZeneca, CP Qingdao, as well as Alkin mentioned in China. We are also looking forward to partnering with overseas companies, such as in Korea. So we have over 200 distributors countrywide, coverage spanning all provinces, cities, as well as autonomous regions in China. Coverage expands all the way up to 2,000 over hospitals and treatment endpoints, including 300 over third-tier hospitals, as well as 600 over second-tier hospitals. Okay, this is an overview of our team composition, majority of which are in manufacturing as well as R&D, less than 100 in support functions, sales, marketing, as well as admin. So as you can see, we're spread out across different countries and regions, in Singapore, in China, in the US. Besides these offices, we also work very closely with our Lüe Pharma colleagues in various parts of the world. For example, we work very closely with our Lüe colleagues in Europe, in LATAM, in the US, in Asia Pac, to expand into such territories as well, looking for partners. So I believe this is the last slide for me. This is an overview of our management team. Sammy Jiang. She's been in the industry for more than 20 over years. She first started with Lüe Pharma in business development, slowly rising up the ranks, and became the CEO and chair lady of Boan Biotech. So we have a chief scientist, Dr. Dou. He's the COO and Chief Scientist, previously also with Regeneron as well as Genentech. So he's responsible for all of our scientific programs moving ahead. And we have several other management leaders with us, guiding the company forward. Okay, that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please reach out to me through the organizers. I'll be happy to, engage with you separately. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Sam Chua, thank you for the presentation. 자, 이제부터 저 발표가 끝났으니 전체 Q&A 세션으로 진행하도록 하겠습니다. Now we are going to start a Q&A session. All the speakers, please turn on your microphone and camera. Get ready for the Q&A. Do we have any question? 네, 질문 들어온 게 좀 있는 것 같은데 준비를 좀 해주세요. 네. I think we got some question from audience. We got the first question for Jilu. Dr. Liang Li, can you answer this question? It's a question about Herceptin from Arteogen and the new pipeline from Korea.
Yeah, thanks for the question. So the first question, so I think it's not appropriate to answer here. So about the sales expectation, but for the additional biosimilars, we don't have some specifically ones to consider at the moment, but if the potential partners, you have some good products and at a very late stage, please reach out to me and we can have a one-to-one discussion. Thanks.
Okay, thank you for the question. I know you are not a group of sales, but still thank you for the answer. And now we are moving on to the next question. This question for Mr. Chao Lung. Do you have any experience with Korean pharma companies?
Yes, we have. Actually, we have performed 2 ADC projects for Korean companies, which is Legochem, and yeah, but unfortunately, they decided to not, due to some reasons, they are not planning to submit for the IND for this project in Korea or in any other regions. But it's not CMC problems.
Okay, thank you for the question. And still, there's one more question for Mr. Chao Lung. Can you answer this question? These questions about technical transfer. And clinical support.
Thank you for the question. And for the first question, the answer will be actually the ADC platform. So first of all, Maplex is a pure CDMO company, so we don't have any our own product, or actually all the technologies belongs to our clients. So, but yeah, we can do accept the technology transfer or customized service provided for our Korean clients, potential clients. And the second one, what the overall scope of the board from you? Well, actually, Maplex is based in Yantai, so we can only provide the CMC support for our clients, and including from the development to the manufacturing for both antibody and ADC drugs, starting from the very early phase of clinical to the late phase of clinical. But for the clinical support, yeah, we can provide the sample production and also do the in-house testing and stability study and extra CMC work.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Do we have more question for Ms. Catherine Wang? This is asking about your drug delivery systems and your product or technologies.
Okay, let me check. So far, our base model in Korea, this is the first year we go to Korea market. Now we want to find an opportunity about both license in and the license out for the generic drugs. So about our pipeline, we covers a lot of fields that, for example, the oncology and so on, but most are about the small chemical molecule medicines. So if ask more questions, we can discuss one by one after this meeting. I think I already have shared our contact information in the PPT. I don't know whether you have noticed that or not.
Okay, thank you for the question. And do we have another question? Yeah, still, I think this is same question. Yeah, this is for Mr. Sam Chua. Can you answer this question?
Which areas can we cooperate in helping Korean companies enter the Chinese market by using our biosimilar and antibody technologies? In particular, which antibody or biosimilar products are highly competitive in Chinese market? Well, Chinese market is very, very competitive. So it's difficult to gauge. I think we look at partners who have very good technologies or very, very specialized technology which we can utilize, very proprietary technology which we can utilize to either in-license or partner for the China market. So with that, I think it would be great if you have something to share with us. We'll get our scientific team to have a look at it, also to do a preliminary evaluation of the market before we can conclude on that. But as you may understand, we are currently a very young company, and we are a little bit limited in terms of resources moving forward to work with partners to in-license or to bring in new technologies. So at this point in time, we are focused mainly on our own programs. But I mean, we'll be happy to listen or hear your thoughts, if you have something to share with us.
Okay, thank you for the answer.
Sure.
Do we have another question? 질문 없어요? 네. I think we have no more question from the audience. 네. 혹시나 저기 발표 내용에 대해서 조금 더 이제 뭐 추가적으로 알고 싶은 사항이 있거나 그러면은 오후에 파트너링 기회도 있으니까 이제 계속 자리 이어나가도록 하겠습니다. 자, 그럼 질문도 이제 다 나왔고 이제 시간도 됐으니 이상으로 이제 준비한 순서를 좀 마치도록 하겠습니다. 잠시 후 2시부터는 그 사전에 매칭된 그 기업들끼리 1대1 파트너링 하는 시간이 마련되어 있으니 이제 관련된 분들께서는 시간 맞춰서 줌 링크에 접속해 주시길 바라겠습니다. 자, 그러면 이상으로 한국보건산업진흥원 제약바이오산업단과 중국지사에서 마련한 한중 제약바이오 온라인 세미나 파트너링 이것을 마치도록 하겠습니다. 참여해 주신 모든 분들께 감사의 말씀드리며 이만 마치도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다. Thank you for your time. We are going to end this seminar. 谢谢。